Hey everybody, JD Man here. Got the new Aprilia RSV4 1100 here. Finally getting to take her out for a ride today. Joel get a good look at it. $217 horsepower. And I can't say this is going to be my first ride because see, I haven't even taken that off the dang key yet. This actually is the bike that I rode last year. Start her up. So she's in street mode. Whenever I rode it, it was in user mode, and I definitely want to see what that's all about. And they had two of these at the dealership, and I just picked one and so get the deal done, and here it happened to be the one that I rode last fall. Got some money off on it. It's got 233 miles on it, I think. Like I said, I put probably about 40 of those miles on it. I kind of like that gray with this. I wasn't too crazy about it on the multi-strata, but this has got the other color, the red and the white and the light gray and the green. There's that new front end, DRLs. V4 magic. I got to get these stickers off of it, but yeah, let's take her for a ride. Not gonna be doing anything crazy because the road is not my friend today. There still is a lot of crap out on the road. So we'll see when we get out there. Okay. Wow. See, that's the crap. This right here is what I'm saying. The road is not my friend yet. Got out here on the main highway. Wow, they got a lot of crap on this road here. I am actually glad, you know, because whenever I went to I called on this, and the owner's like, you know, that bike's got 200 and some miles on it. I said, is that the one I rode in the fall? And he's like, yep. I said, well, that's fine. I said, I'd rather have it that way, because this is the first Aprilia that I've ever ridden, and I liked how the suspension felt. Listen to that. Ay, 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 ay. I like how the suspension felt. And of course I knew the bike ran good. I gelled with it, and that was kind of the end of it right there. I couldn't get this bike out of my head, and I had no intentions on riding one of these. My main thing was I wanted to ride a Tuono and see how it did. And the bad thing was I rode this before I rode Tuono, and it really, I wasn't, it was like, meh, I'm not, in which it's not a, I'm saying if I wouldn't have rode this bike, Tuono would have been fine, because I know everybody loves that bike. And yeah, that engine, that chassis, which is, you know, pretty much this. But yeah, this ruined the Tuono for me. And I would have bought it back then, but some of you may know I have a new Bronco on order, and I didn't want to do anything to mess that, you know, mess the financing up on that, you know, or do anything. That was priority. And I even wanted to also do some remodeling on my house and that, and get a loan for that. So that we're doing lots of big stuff. And yeah, well, upgrades. The house, we built the house new. It's 26 years old now. Time for some changes. But so, you know, like I said, the Bronco is top priority, and then that stuff, and then this. So put it off, and after so many times, you know, the Bronco was built December 9th. After so many times of being put off, and then it was going to be delivered by December 27th, and it was going to be delivered by January 25th, and then it was going to be delivered by February 4th. And then 2 weeks after that, you know, I left the salesman alone. I called and said, okay, it's been 2 weeks since you told me it was going to be here the next day. I said, what's going on? And he said, oh, Ford just shut down some plants due to chip shortages. You're not going to see your Bronco until April or May. And I just, then and there, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. You know, there's only 2 of these bikes there. You know, it's getting harder and harder to get stuff. So I'm thinking, you know, I might not be able to get my Aprilia if I wait till that Bronco gets here. But one thing with the waiting, and I couldn't wait anymore on the house stuff because my outdoor furnace went. So the firebox, I got to get it repaired. So that's going to be a big chunk of money right there too. So I'm glad I did put it off, because if that happened, you know, I'd be going trying to get more money then. So, but anyway, and you know, as soon as he told me that the Bronco isn't going to be here till April, May, the next day I called my Aprilia dealer and I said, let's get her done. So here we are, and here it is. And I even been preparing for this bike physically, because I don't know if you remember, you have to go back to see my road test video there. That's where you'll see the faster ride there in the beginning. And that you'll see me saying about my wrist hurting. Well, every day I do my planks, and I used to do them, you know, on my elbows. So I got those handles for doing push-ups and that. So I've been doing my planks using those handles, you know, straight arm now, having that weight on my wrists. And I can tell you right now, it has definitely made a difference, because I've got no wrist pain. It definitely worked out for me. And I see some guys complain about the low speed. I'm in 4th gear, 43 mile an hour, and perfect fueling, no bucking, no jerking, smooth. Coming down in here is a speed trap. So yeah, you definitely want to be going 40 mile an hour, because they sit off to the left here, down here. They hide back behind this building coming up. So if you're not from the area, you're going through Jennerstown, PA, go to speed limit. They like to sit in there. They got those lines there on the road too. It's one of their favorite little spots there. But it's like February 18th I got this, and it is now March 5th. So this is the first I've had it out since I got it home. And I have to, it's a little bittersweet. I traded in my Thruxton because I had paid it off, and oh, here we got some crap on the road. Traded in my Thruxton on this because the past 2 years I haven't even put 400 miles a year on that bike. Oh man. So it's like, you know, I love the look of that. I always wanted my cafe racer, but you know, it's just right now I wasn't riding it. Yeah, that's like riding it only 15 times, yeah, during the year. Yeah, I mean, 5,000 or 5,100 RPM, 61 miles an hour, 3rd gear. Yeah, definitely this thing has got long legs. I mean, yeah, so the Thruxton's gone, because honestly, originally I was going to trade the thinking of trading the speed triple in, but I kept it because I've been having a lot of fun on that bike. You know, for the few months, just a couple months I had it at the end of the year last year that I rode it more than I rode the Thruxton all year. So it was time to go. You know, yeah, I'm gonna miss it because I do. It is a pretty bike. But if I ever want to get one again, I can. You know, later on down the road, if I really miss having one or get the urge, or they have a nice color scheme or whatever, and maybe I'll do it. This bike here, I for these roads around here, up here in the mountains in Somerset County, PA, it's not doing too bad. The, you know, the conventional suspension, like I said, I'm gonna have to go and just go over everything, you know, see where everything is adjusted at, get all the clicks and everything, and get it written down, because this right here for me, I think, is perfect. The sound of that engine. And it is like it's about 60 degrees out today. So nice, not spring yet, and that's what kind of sucks, because like they say, March came in like a lamb, so it's gonna go out like a lion, I'm afraid. Hopefully it doesn't, but I think it will. I'm basically just gonna make one big loop here on these roads that are clean today. Like I said, I really don't want to get into the crap, and I texted my buddy that we do our ride with, and told him let me know if he wants to go down south. We'll load the bikes up in the trailer for a weekend and head down to some twisties where we don't have to worry about this stuff up here. Okay, we're gonna get her out onto the 4-lane here. Freaking Honda. Trying to keep up. Alrighty, everybody, guess you've all probably had enough of this, so stay tuned for more RSV4 content as I get to learn this bike, and, get to know it. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I'm glad I was able to finally get an Aprilia. So I know I got a dealer now that I can trust will take care of me if there's any problems. And I told him, I said, you know, if there are any issues, make sure you hold Aprilia's feet to the fire, man. That's all. As long as I'm taken care of, that's all that matters to me. Fix the bike if there's a problem. But I'm hoping there isn't. And if I thought there would be, I wouldn't have bought it. So that's just how that is. So I'm gonna get off here. This is JD, man. Make sure everybody, thanks for watching. Live your life. Peace.